Hi everyone at the Suffolk Crunch. Thank you very much for asking me to do a video on our upcoming match on Saturday at the famous ground St James's Park. Looking forward to this game. Obviously ties between the two clubs with Bobby Robson and Kieran Dyer and stuff like that. It's exciting. Our result at your place came to a bit of a shock to us. We weren't expecting to win 4-0. I'm not going to lie. I was expecting a tight game, expecting to win. And to put you away the way we did was fantastic. So I'm hoping we can do the same again on Saturday. I've been asked to ask for a few questions, things like, how's the season been and all this sort of stuff. So we'll start with that. Our season's been, for me, incredible. Massive credit to Eddie Howe and the boys and the way they've gone about business this season. 3 windows where we haven't signed a major player. And we're still in the hunt for Champions League football, and we've won our first domestic trophy in 70 years, which is absolutely wild. I know a lot of fans of bigger clubs were, looking at our celebrations and thinking, what the hell are they on about? But when it's been that long and you don't think it's ever going to come, you believe it, you hope it's going to come, but then every season passes and you don't win something, and you miss out on a cup final 2 years ago, which we should have won in my eyes on paper. And you just think it's never going to happen. And then it does. And when you beat arguably the best team in the UK at the moment, possibly close to being one of the best teams in Europe, PSG, a bit of a say about that. But yeah, to beat Liverpool 2-0 at Wembley, unbelievable. So our season is a massive B+ for me. You can always do a bit better, and it would have been nice to be in a little bit clearer of the Champions League spots. Like the teams behind us, like Villa and Chelsea, are right up our backsides. It's going to go right down to the wire. I still think we're going to finish in Champions League places because we've got 3 home games which are winnable. Do that, and we can't be caught. So fingers crossed. You guys, it's hard coming into the Premier League. I'm not too sure what you guys expected from your season, what the expectations were on your manager, the players, after you got promoted. Obviously, it's a joy to get promoted, but then reality hits when you come into the Premier League. If you don't invest a lot of money, even when you invest a lot of money, it's not guaranteed. But if you don't invest a lot of money, you are going to struggle. I think you've done things the right way. I think you've been competitive in a lot of games. That game at Chelsea, I thought you were going to do it. You've had some memorable moments. So you can walk out of the Premier League with your heads held very high in my estimate, especially the amount of money you didn't invest. The amount of money you would have banked from this, your parachute payments. When you go down next season, as long as you keep the core of players together, you keep your manager, I think you'll come straight back up, and you'll come back up in a better position because you'll have more money to spend. And then do the owners take the risk or not? So it's going to be very interesting in what happens next season with you guys and what you think is going to happen. What I would like to know from you guys is where's Delap going to end up? It obviously doesn't look like you're going to keep a hold of him. He's a Premier League striker, comes with a big fee to be sold for. I would like him at Newcastle, but I can't see him coming to us because he would be a backup to Isak. So it's going to be interesting where he goes and who shows that interest. Could be a Brentford, a Brighton, maybe someone like that. I don't know. It's going to be very, very interesting. But again, plaudits to you guys because you have done as well as you could have. I had just tipped at potentially being the one team that sneaks up by staying up if someone was worse than you, because you were a very good team of grinding out results. You play attractive football at times. And I am gutted that you're going back down. But these things happen. Result on Saturday, all depends on 2 things. Have we got our head back in the game after that thrashing at Villa? Has this game come at the wrong time for you guys as we look to do the bounce back ability and show everyone what we are capable of? 3 games in 6 days was very difficult for us, and it showed against Villa. Villa were brilliant, not taking anything away from them, but fielding the same 11 every week, it's going to take its toll eventually. So if we get an early goal, I fear for you guys that it could open up to a 3-4-5 1-5-0 defeat. But the longer it takes us to score, the better chance you've got of grinding something out. If you come and play the low block, it all depends. We can break you down. If you open up from the start and you try to go toe-to-toe with us, I think there's only one winner with the quality of players that we have. But I think he'll play a low block. I think he'll come to frustrate us. You've got nothing to lose, to be fair. So that's the one thing that Newcastle would be worried about, and I'm worried about, is that teams who have got nothing to lose always play better. They have the freedom on the pitch to do what they want because the result doesn't really matter. So my prediction is I think it's going to be a tough fought victory, and I'm going 2-0. Fingers crossed for Newcastle. Obviously, for you guys next season, good luck. And thanks for letting me do this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.